Hey, what's up? This is a clip from the radio show. Stats for the Egg Bowl that are against conference teams only. I'm whispering because everybody's asleep.
But scoring offense. This is conference games only. Ole Miss is 6th in the SEC. Mississippi State is 8th. Ole Miss has averaged 26 points a game. State's averaged 23. What about rushing offense in conference play? Ole Miss, number 1 in the SEC. Mississippi State, number 3. Nobody in the SEC has been better running the ball against other SEC teams than Ole Miss. They averaged 278 a game rushing against SEC competition. Kentucky was 2nd. State was 3rd at 209. Those are the only 3 teams that are averaging over 200 yards rushing against SEC teams. Now, keep in mind, like State has a 400-yard rushing game against Arkansas. That skews it a little. Ole Miss has a 400-yard rushing game against LSU. Yeah, maybe it skews it a little. Kentucky, Kentucky can't throw, right? All their quarterbacks are hurt, so all they're doing is running the ball in every game. A little bit of an indication. What about defense? In terms of giving up points, scoring defense against SEC competition. Ole Miss, 11th in the SEC. State, 12th. Against SEC teams, Ole Miss's defense has actually given up 2 points fewer per game than State's has. Conference-only stats, rushing defense. What about against the run? Against conference only. Ole Miss, 5th in the SEC. State, 10th in the SEC. Ole Miss in their 7 SEC games gave up 152 rushing a game. State gave up 171. What about then against the pass, right? You're going, well, surely State's been better against the pass defense. They have. Against conference foes, State is 12th in pass defense. Ole Miss is 14th. What does it mean? LSU, the number 1 team in the country, is 13th out of 14 SEC teams against the pass in conference play. How about that? State gives up 253 a game on average in the SEC. Ole Miss gives up 321 a game in the air. Ole Miss is the only defense that against other SEC teams is giving up over 300 yards passing a ball game. Again, these are just stats. I'm not just here to read stats to you for an hour. I'm about to make a point. Let me give you just a couple more. So we looked at scoring. What about total offense in conference play? Total offense. Ole Miss 3rd, Mississippi State 8th. Total defense in conference play. State 10th, Ole Miss 13th. What do those stats mean to you? What do they say and what do they mean to you? Most of those categories, Ole Miss a little bit better against other conference teams, and State has a couple defensive stats that they've been better than Ole Miss. What do those mean to you? And we'll come back to them. Lynn, you're in Pontotoc on the Davini Equipment phone. What's up, Lynn?
Hey, Matt. Matt,
Yo.
you're making a bunch of Bulldogs real nervous right now. I want you to know that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all right. You're right. All that's right. But I think we can be a little more balanced and have success offensively. And defensively, we'll have everybody back. Everybody will be back, you know.
Mm-hmm.
My question is, do we really want to try to – I don't think we should try to spy Plumlee because that don't always work out real well, and he's so athletic and so fast. If he makes a spy miss, it's gone.
Yeah. Well, think about this, Lynn. See, that's the thing. Look, I'm just being honest. I want State to win the game.
I know.
I
know that.
I want State to win, and I'm going to tell you how they can win in just a sec. But I agree with you. You go, see, that's my natural thought progression, too, is I go, well, State, the explosion for Ole Miss has been really lopsided on offense. They can't throw the ball, right? That's what we think. And you go, well, State with a healthy Tommy Stevens is able to be a little more balanced and do a little more in the pass game and open a little harder to defend. You can't make them one-dimensional, all that. And I go, I'm looking at it. This is just one way to look at it, Lynn. Passing offense against SEC teams. Ole Miss is 11th and State is 12th.
That sounds about right.
You know what I'm saying? So that I guess what I'm saying, when I look at just SEC competition, and they have 5 common opponents so far this year.
Yeah,
it's just there's not if anybody has a statistical on paper advantage, it's Ole Miss, not the other way around. That's all I'm saying.